Hello, welcome to the Math Classroom. If you are in Basic 6 or Class 6 or Grade 6, this session is for you. If you are new to my channel as well, then kindly subscribe and click on the bell to receive notifications anytime a new lesson video is uploaded. And to my subscribers, I say thank you so much. Our lesson today, we are looking at the place value of numbers. Numbers are very important, and in every area we see numbers being used, numbers being called out, numbers being applied. So figures have become very part of us. We deal with very large numbers, and in learning how to call out those figures, those numbers, then knowing the place value of the numbers are very, very important. So we are looking at using the place number wheel to learn the place of a number and the place value of a number as well. So if I have the place number wheel, so this looks like a wheel. We are saying you have your ones. So from the smallest to the biggest or to the greatest, you have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions, 100 millions, and billions. So this is what you have here. So with this, your number system is always separated by comma of what? 3 digits. So that for these 3 digits, from your ones to 100, we are saying belongs to the ones period. And your next 3 digits from here, your thousands to the 100,000 belongs to your thousands period. Then your millions to your 100 belongs to the millions period as well. Then you have the billions and the trillions. For our level of being in grade 6, we just look at numbers to the billions, the place value of what? Billions. So that if I have a very large number, I could use the place number wheel to tell the place of the digits in my number system or the place value of that digit in the number system I have. So let's take an example. So looking at our place value charts, we have from billions to ones. So consider this number, this large number. If you are asked to tell this number in words, then the easiest way to go about it is when you use your place value word chart. That could tell you whether you are in the billions period, the thousands periods, or the ones period. So with our example 1, we'd want to look at the place of the numbers. So with this, from my right to my left, I put in the place words of the numbers. So that I have what? 2, which is ones. I have 3, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, and what? 2. So that with this example 1, if you are asked to find the place of 2, so let's say we want to determine the place of what? 2. So place of 2. What is the place of 2? The place of 2 is what? not the last two, but this underlined two. You realize that the place of two is words, 10 words, million. So the place of two is what? 10 millions. 10 millions. If I want the place value of what? Of 2, you realize that I have 2 times my word 10 millions. That is what? How many zeros do I have? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is what I have. So you pick the place you have, then all other numbers goes towards zeros. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 zeros. So that the place value of 2 here is going to be 2 times my words 10 million, which is words 20 words million. So you realize that the place value of 2 is 20 millions. But 2, the place of 2 is actually in the 10 millions. Let's look at the second example. I have what? 7 ones, 4 tens, 8 hundreds. You have 6, 5, 4, 7, 2, and words 1. If I ask you to find the place, so let's find the place. If we want to find the place of 1, you realize that the place of 1 in example was 2. The place of 1 here is what? What is the place of 1? 100 words, millions. That is the place of what? 1. But the place value of 1, what will be the easiest? If we pick 1, all other numbers after 1 goes to 0. So let's check how many columns we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have zeros of that. So I have 1 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 words, 8. So I have 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. Okay, so you realize that I have words 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you multiply 8, if you multiply, you realize that you have words. So I have this. If I multiply, I have what? 8. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So let's see what do we have. So you realize I have the ones column, the thousands column, and we are in the what? Millions words column. So we have what? The place value here is what? 100 words, millions, because we have just one of that. So that's the place value. Let's look at example 3. If I ask you to find the place value for 5, the place and place value, let's write it. What do we have? You realize that we have 0, 7, 1, 9, you have 8, 4, 3, 2, 7, so I have what? 0. So I have 0, 7, 1, 9, 8, 4, 3, 2, 7, then 5. We want to find the place of 5. The easiest way to go about it You see, with the place value chart, it makes it what easier. So for that example, you realize that this is what 1, 2, 3. You realize that the place of 5 here is in what? Billions. Billions. So that if I want the place value, what do you think I have? I have 5 times 1. How many zeros do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that if you multiply, you have what? 5 billion, 3, 4, 6, 9. So the place value of 5 here is what? Say 5 what? Billions. 5 what? Billions. Why don't you look at example 4? So in example 4, I want you to tell me the place of 8 and the place value of 8. Then example 9, I need the place value, the place and place value of 9, and place value of 6. After, kindly write your results in the comment section. Your results in the comment section. Let's look at this example. Let's say, for example, let's say I have this example 6, where I have 5, 2, 3, 7, 8, 8, 2, 6, 5. If I ask you to underline the 10 millions, underline the 10 millions. How do we go about it? Let's try and find the 10 millions. You realize that you have what? If I want to find the 10 millions, let's check for the place of the numbers, the digits. You realize you have ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, then 10 words, billion. You see, if you do it this way, it becomes what? Easier to determine. So to do that, then to underline the 10 millions, it is what? 5. 5. Let's take another example. Example 7, we are still underlining the 10 millions. Two, let's underline the 10 million. So you have what? Ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, millions, 10 millions, and what? 100 words, millions. So that if we underline the 10 millions, this is what? 10 millions. So we underline this as well. So you see how easier, if you are using the place value chart, it's always become easier to mention your figure. So that if I was mentioning this figure, we said we separate by 3 digits from right to left, to have 3, 3. So you already know that you are in the millions. So that when you're calling this number out, I know I'm in the millions. I have what? 52 millions. Then the thousands column, I have what? 478,265. In our next lesson, we are going to look at how to expand these numbers if I know how to use the place value chart. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe. Till our next lesson, stay safe.